What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Next Level X. My name is Jake, and today I have another Skater XL trick tip for you. And in this one, we're going to be talking about Feeble grind, so you don't want to miss it. Let's go. Alright guys, so as we're getting into this one, obviously you know the deal at this point. I'm playing on default stats. I'm playing on the PC. I use mods, but for these videos I am dialing the mods all the way back. So everyone playing on consoles, this video will apply to you as well. The tricks will look the same. Everything should be the same for you. So no worries there. And the same goes for PC. Even if you're using stats mod, and you've got higher gravity and all that good stuff, these trick tips are still going to be really helpful for you, so no worries there. But that being said, I think I want to do this at California Skate Park because there's a flat bar here that's just perfect for this. So today we're talking about feeble grinds. You could do a feeble grind on a ledge. It has been done and people have made them look good, but typically you're going to be doing a feeble grind on a rail, so I figure this flat bar right here is perfect for what we need it for today. But getting right into it, guys, so just like in the other videos, I start with about an angle like this. My angle for feeble grinds is a little bit tighter than some other tricks like blunt slides and stuff like that, because you don't really need to get over the rail that much. You kind of want to be a little bit at a sharper angle for this one, in my opinion. And just like with other tricks that we've talked about in this trick tip series, there are multiple different ways that you can do this trick. You could use the triggers to do it. I personally don't. I know that for my Smith trick tip grind, we talked about I basically use the triggers for Smiths exclusively, just because I find that works best for me. But for feeble grinds, it's a little different, man. So I get up to the rail, and once you're lined up and you kind of get the spacing right, the way I do this trick is I just tweak the front trucks out of the way, like at the very last second. And that's the difficult thing about this trick. Honestly, I love feeble grinds in this game, but it is one of, in my opinion, the most difficult tricks to do, just because it's kind of hard to tell, when you're right in that perfect spot, if that makes any sense. So to kind of break it down for you guys a little bit more specifically, roll up, pop your trick, and then we'll just go through it here. I roll up, pop the trick, and then right about there, you see I'm pretty much in line. I think if I didn't tweak the stick at all, I probably would have just done a back 50. But you tweak the stick, you take, in this case, since I'm regular, and this is a backside feeble, I take the left stick and I tweak it diagonally to the left and forward. So kind of at the top left part of your your joystick rotation, and that kind of gives you this diagonal pinch where it gets the front truck out of the way and dips the nose down so you get that good toe point. But I literally just let it go like normal, and then just tweak that stick and get it into that perfect spot. And honestly, I think it looks better not to pop out of this trick when you're using default stats, because the grind pop is so high. But that's going to be up to you, But just like other tricks, you could do this differently. You could pull the trigger and then kind of push forward on the left stick to get that nose dip. And whereas, like, instead of pulling the stick to the left and up, you would just push it up, because by pulling the trigger, it's effectively doing that tweak to the left for you without having to do it on the stick. But for me, I've always just had better luck just using the stick to tweak it into feeble position. And I know that's totally different than what I do for Smiths, but it's just my style, guys. Like, that's just kind of how I do it. And that's kind of the beauty of this game, is you can kind of take tricks, make them your own, and it's really up to you to decide how you want to do tricks. And once again, like, that's the beauty of this game. So for me, I do the little tweak, but you know, feel free to make this trick your own, obviously. And there's so much you can do. I mean, dude, nollie feebles, like, that's a great one. Kind of difficult because you have to pop off the nose, get your nose all the way over, and then lock in on the back trucks. But that's, you know, there's a whole world of possibilities that opens up once you start, you know, doing these different tricks. And then, so that's backside feebles. For frontside feebles, pretty much the same deal, except instead of tweaking the front foot to the left and forward, you tweak it to the right and forward. So just kind of come at this angle. Whoops. There we go. So same angle, but for me, like I said, it's a little bit sharper of an angle than some other tricks, because you don't really have to get over the rail that much, and if you do get over the rail too much, it's not going to work out for you. So just regular pop, don't do anything at all until right here, right? We're just ollieing, and then here I start to tweak that front foot. I push forwards and to the right on that stick, and that gets the trucks out of the way of the rail, and you get that good dip. And once you're there, obviously you hold it there, like you keep pushing forward and to the right to continuously have that dip until you're ready to come out of the trick, and that's going to give you, you know, that good dip and that good see right there. That's what you want. That's what you want right there. See, you can see at first here he's like kind of not in it, but then you continue pushing forward on that, and he kind of falls into the position where he it makes it look like a real feeble, you know? Because like right there, like that's not what a feeble grind looks like. But if you continue pushing it, he kind of locks in, you know? So that's a front feeble. And then obviously we can talk about switch feeble grinds, which is a really fun trick, really techy. And obviously with switch, I mean, depending on who you are, it might be tougher for you, but once you understand the concepts behind switch in this game, it really isn't that much more difficult. It's just backwards. So for me, since I'm regular, I push up on the left stick for the pop, and then I pull down and to the left on the right stick to get the tweak I need to lock into the feeble. Was that a good one or not? Yeah, kinda. So, yeah. To get that toe point and that pinch, it's gonna be down on the right stick, and that's super, you know, ass backwards from doing it the other way. But obviously we're doing it switch. So, and I think for me, when I'm doing it switch, I use the trigger a little bit more. I don't know why. That's just my style. That's just what works for me. But as you can see, using the trigger like that kind of can tend to lead to some problems as well, lining up for the grind. So that's the switch front feeble. We could do a switch back feeble. And honestly, guys, these are some of my favorite tricks because they look so good. The animations, like they did a really good job of making it look switch with these tricks, I think. Like that, dude, like the lock-in that he gets with that, like that is such a switch-looking grind, and I absolutely love it, dude. That's like the beauty of this game, is how good they've made some of the tricks look. It's honestly like astounding to me. But damn, like that's a good-looking trick, man. That's a really good-looking trick. I like it a lot, and it's honestly not that hard once you realize just what you have to do to make these tricks work. But I will say, like when I first started playing the game, these were the tricks that took me the longest to kind of get a grasp on, and that's kind of why I wanted to make these videos, to kind of help you guys out and give you some of the tips that it took me, you know, hours and hours of playing to kind of start to figure out for myself. But once again, like, once you do start trying these tricks, you'll figure out a way that it works best for you, and then it'll become more and more consistent for you as you figure out, you know, your own method to doing these tricks. And that's, once again, like, what's so cool about this game is you have the freedom to do the tricks the way that you want to do them, and what works for you might not work for me, and vice versa. And that's what's so cool about this game, is that your, you know, switchback Feeble might look different than my switchback Feeble, and that's the magic of this game. It allows for individuality and creativity in a way that a lot of other games don't. So that's part of why I have so much passion for this game. But anyways, guys, if this helped you out at all, feel free to leave a like. And if you'd like to see more trick tips like this, feel free to subscribe. I'm going to have many more Skater XL videos coming out in the near future. And if you'd like to come and hang out, feel free to check me out on Twitch at twitch.tv/nextlevel_x. I stream almost every day of the week at 5 o'clock, except for Mondays and Fridays. So we're live 5 days out of the week, and we have a really good time over there. The community is super welcoming, super supportive, super awesome. I've had an amazing time over there on Twitch, so feel free to come and hang out, guys. But as always, thank you so much for watching, and praise the games. Peace, guys.